Alrighty. Hey. Mm. Hey, everybody. What is up? It is your boy Dixie Outlaw back again. Now, in today's live stream and video, um, I'm actually going to be talking about my setup, a little bit, just because I know some of y'all might not watch TikTok. Hold on. Okay, why is it so crooked now? Oh. I know some of y'all don't watch TikTok and stuff, so I kind of wanted to make this video and live stream for anybody out there that might be interested in my setup and everything. Because last night I uploaded a TikTok. Now, the person said that it's not meant to be offensive or anything, but it kind of did sound personal and kind of did sound like they were coming at me sideways a little, because what the person said was somewhere along the lines of, "I'm dead. You really need two stands for that." Uh, I don't know if y'all agree or disagree, but that sounds kind of like a personal jab, like making fun of my setup, and like that doesn't sound as simple as the guy took instead of, "Oh, well, they were just curious why you got two stands and no monitor and stuff." Uh, it did not sound like that. That's not what it sounds like they were trying to do at all. So I did proceed to snap on him just a little bit and was like, "What the hell you mean? Like, what do you mean? What's that supposed to mean? Like, why?" Because at the end of the day, is this one? This is my setup. I can do what I want. I can have it how I want. There's nothing that anybody can take and do about that, and I have a right to have my setup how I want. Okay. First of all. Second of all, I'm going to go over today's video a little bit. And the reason why I got a picture up is so I can show you my setup and kind of explain to you a little bit why I have my setup how I do. In case there is anybody out there that actually likes this, because mind you, one, I did change a couple things. I'll explain that in a second. Two, if you don't have much money and you can't afford a computer and monitors and so on and so on and so on and so forth, you do what you got to do. And you do what you can do with what you can do. Okay. So, sorry, y'all. My throat was like killing me. I feel like I swallowed an angry badger. Um, and my setup here, what I got going on, and I'll actually go to the next picture, is as you'll see, I got my phone and on its own little holster, and I actually moved my phone over just a little bit because I decided to put the shelf on here, and the shelf doesn't work too well with the holster, but I am still able to access my phone just fine. Uh, and the reason why I like having my phone on a holster is, to me, it's a whole lot easier to use when I actually have it up and like right there. I don't have to sit on the table. I don't have to worry about getting in the way of nothing else. I don't have to worry about any of that nonsense. I can just literally look straight at it, do what I gotta do real quick, and I just really like it. Second, next to that, you will take and see my tablet. Now, I actually got two tablets in this picture. One tablet I got up actually on a boom arm stand, kind of like my microphone stand. Um, and the other one I don't. The reason being is I only have one. I wanted to get another one, but I only have one for right now. Um, so yeah, I will eventually get another one, and then I will be able to have both my monitors sitting next to each other, and hopefully everything will be hunky dory. But the reason why I got them like this is, and anybody that's watching this, if you want to, take and test this out for yourself. Tell me what you think. But take your phone, okay? Find something in your house. Set your phone at eye level while you're sitting down, and watch something for 30 minutes to an hour. Okay. Now, take your same phone, sit down, and put your phone below eye level, and sit there like this or like this and watch it for 30 minutes to an hour. Tell me how much your neck and or your eyes don't start hurting because you are not sitting at a comfortable level. Now you move when you have it here at eye level, your eyes are just immediately as soon as you sit down, you can literally take and have your head almost any way, and ow my eyeball. Okay, again. You can sit here and literally you can sit down with your eyes closed, and then as soon as you open them, tablet. Very easy, very quick. It's right there. It's very easy to see. It's very easy to access. It's very easy to sit here for prolonged periods of time doing videos for y'all because my tablet's right there in my face. I don't have to take a look down. And also, I kind of like it too when I have both my tablets. Like when I get a stand, I put this one up. It'll be even nicer. But I like that because then I don't got to do this nonsense of like constantly looking over. I can literally just move my eyes real quick, glance over at the tablet that I'm watching my live on, or my live, and I can just quickly glance over and think, see what I'm doing on it. Also, because I don't got a computer, that tablet is also the one that I make all my banners on and my thumbnails, and I do pretty much almost every other thing with videos with that tablet. Um, with this tablet, I do lives, record the videos, upload. Um, the other one is one I really use for mostly everything else. Um, so that's why I got that set up how I do. That's why I like it like I do. That's why I choose to do what I do. Now, I did from this picture, I moved the tablet to the other side and I moved my cell phone over and I put the second shelf in. Namely because I do like having both shelves now that I really look at it and think about it and everything. I like having both shelves. Um, both shelves are very useful, very functional, very versatile. I got some of my trinkets, as you can even see in this picture, over on my one shelf. Uh, and then on my other shelf, I don't got nothing right now. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why that timed out, but it did. How do I zoom? Is there no like keybinds to zoom? I guess there ain't. I can't zoom in anyways. Okay, anyhow. But yeah, I got me a little Pokemon coin over there and everything. Also, this cup holder, I actually ended up switching this headphone stand for the cup holder, and then the cup holder is now on the other side. Um, I did that just because my headphone cord is long and I like it, but it's not long enough to be able to go from this side all the way over, which is understandable because this desk is like almost as long as my arm span. So like this desk is very big and a little uncomfortable in some ways for how I had it originally. Because also my keyboard and mouse I got right there, I actually moved over here just to make life a little bit easier on me because it was kind of annoying before. Um, so yes, I did move that, and that is simply just so I can easily access access everything because it was a little too difficult before. Uh, and the reason being is because if I was on hardwood floors, it wouldn't have been as difficult to access. But since I am not, it is. Um, but yes, it is a whole lot easier since I got my mouse on the other side here. I can easily do stuff that I wasn't able to do before. Um, trying to think. Hmm, I was doing something, but I can't remember what now. I apologize, y'all. My brain is. Woo. But my brain, y'all. I'm like completely fogged. I don't know what's going on in my brain. But yes, I got this set up how I want for now. Things could always change in the future, but yeah, if I had hardwood floors, it'd be a little bit easier if I had my keyboard over here. But also, since my keyboard does control, my other keyboard and mouse does control the tablet that I have right there, it also does make a little more sense to actually have it more in line with where the tablet is, so I can actually easily look at the tablet while I am using it. Um, Also, what I can say, these grommet holes have come in very handy. Now, yes, granted, pretty much both of my other charger cords are just laid across the top of the desk. That is because um, there's no real easy way to route them through the grommet holes and up to everything. And that is just simply because of they're not long enough. When I eventually do get uh 10-foot cords that I'm looking at, then it will be a whole lot different and a whole lot easier. And y'all, now that I'm actually really listening to my audio, I think this is the perfect spot for my microphone. I shouldn't have to move it too much, and I can actually move my hands and everything, and kind of be able to take and do all that good stuff. Um, which is something I couldn't do with my other desk, and that was just simply because how that desk was designed. It was not very friendly for that. Um, But uh, I am gonna go over some likes and dislikes of the desk real quick in case anybody is interested in this desk, and I will leave in this comment in the description box below of the video as long as this records like it's supposed to. Link, even though I am not paid by Walmart for this. Walmart does not pay me for this. I'm not supported by them. They are not sponsoring me. This is all out of my own free will and free volition that I think these are good products to put out to the public. If there is products though that you see on my desk that I don't have a link for, let me know and I can break it down to you where I got it from and find an alternative probably through Walmart that I know is good. And then y'all could buy that. Um, but I will definitely leave in the link below a link to all these products because I stand behind pretty much every product here. Uh, First and foremost, the dislikes of this desk. The mouse pad. Well, let's go over the likes and dislikes, and I'll explain what I don't like about it and what I do like about it. The mouse pad. It's really nice. Uh, it's got a little bit of a grippy back, so it doesn't really move. Uh, the holes are pretty good. Uh, it's made out of a pretty nice material. I like the fact that it's full length, so no matter where I put my mouse and keyboard, it works. And then also it kind of hides uh the lines that show the separation of the desk of where the desk got put together at. Uh, the dislike though is it doesn't seem like it's the right size. Like it feels very miscut, especially on the right hand side. It just feels really miscut. Left hand side seems to fit beautifully. It just the right hand side. The only good thing is the right hand side I don't really do much with because this is where my mic arm sits. So it doesn't really bother me all that much because I don't really do nothing with this side. Uh so that's a good thing. Um the other like and dislike is I like the fact that it's got a little wire tray holder organizer thing on it for your wires and stuff. What I dislike is that it's literally just a shape almost like this. So your wires sit here and it's just got a little bit of a lip on the front to keep your wires from falling forward out of it. And that is a very small dislike because it's a very easy fix that I can actually fix myself with just a little bit of probably what I would do is just bend the metal and kind of bend it more into almost like a box. Uh, so that is what that is. The other like and dislike is the cup holder. Uh, and I've done fixed what I didn't like, which was it didn't hold Red Bull cans or soda cans too well. It was more designed for like big cups. And all I did to fix that was I just bent it in. Uh, the other weird dislike and like, because it actually I like it more than I dislike it, is the length of this thing. It's very long, but I like that also. Like the only reason why it's a dislike is because, like I said, it's very uncomfortable to reach from both from one end to the other, and I think that's because I'm on carpet. I'm fairly certain if I was on hardwood floors, it would probably not be as bad of a thing. Um, but either way it goes, I can still pretty much turn in my chair and reach almost everywhere. I just have to actually stretch a little bit. Like right now, I can reach pretty much both shelves. fairly easily. So that's why I said it's a like but a dislike, and it's more of a like than a dislike. Uh, Now let's get into some of the actual dislikes. I don't like that there's not. I think they should have put one more outlet onto this thing. Honestly, if they would have put at least just one more onto it, it would have been way nicer. Two, I I think they should have put the LED strip on its own like connector to the thing. Uh, and the third and final thing with it that I kind of dislike is I wish they would have put the outlets on the bottom. It would have made way more sense for the grommets, for one, uh, wire running holes, whatever you want to call them. And for two, it would have made the desk area look a whole lot neater. And what they would have been able to do at that point is been able to hide that underneath the mat and gave you a little extra, like, I know it's not that much of a room, but it would have been a little extra room on your desk surface to be able to do whatever with. Um, that's just my personal opinion on that. I know it's kind of just nitpicking little things, but it is a thing nonetheless. Um, uh, the only other the other thing I kind of don't like is that it's shallow. Um, but it does still work. I'm actually starting to like it in some ways. I won't like it as much when I get a computer. I know that, but that's way, way, way in the future. Um, only other thing I don't like is that this desk is not very sturdy. Like, it's very wobbly. Um, that's a bad thing because when you are doing YouTube and stuff, you get a lot of electronics like I do. You don't want a chance of those electronics falling and breaking because that's bad. Because then you got to spend more money to get more equipment that you shouldn't have to do. Like, even just moving my mic is making the whole desk go. But that's not too bad. I think that really is all my dislikes. Um, oh, also the cord is not long enough for the little surge protector. It should really be longer. It's like way too short. Like, in my honest opinion, unless you got an outlet right where your desk is going to sit, it's not going to reach like you want it to. Ah, so and the last dislike, and I'm going to talk about all the things I like about it, is it's not very like because it's got a full length mouse pad. When you go to screw, not screw, but when you go to attach mounts like I have, you are going to push against the mouse pad, um, and it will eventually wear out that part of the mouse pad. So keep that in mind. That's kind of a bad thing, but also it's a because all these mounts mount on the edge of the desk pretty much. So it's not like it's going to really damage any part of the mouse pad that I care about. Now let's talk about the lights. I like the shelves on it. I feel like they're pretty okay size for what it is. Oh, also you cannot do the shelves like they claimed you can uh, on the website. They cannot go in the middle. They can only go on each side like I have it, which is not that big of a deal. Um, I actually do like uh how they sit, where they sit. And again, they're pretty okay size for what they are and for what the desk is. I do like that the center area is kept nice and open. Uh, I have no complaints with that whatsoever. Uh, I know it does kind of change like what my original ideals were for this desk, but that's fine. Uh, I also do know I don't know where my tape measure is, but I do know that I'm hoping these grommets are the right size of what I'm wanting to be able to add extra outlets to this disc. Um, or at least what I was thinking about. I don't know if I'm still going to. I might just get a surge protector and attach it to the back of the piece of wood at the bottom or something. The other I do like is that it has metal and it does have pretty decent like build quality, and it does have your little structure supports and everything. Like this thing is designed to hold together pretty good. oh, mm. Oh, the only other minor dislike I don't like is that, and if I adjust the screws, I might be able to fix it. Is that the spots where the desktop comes together does have just a slight little bubble because it doesn't sit just perfectly. Like I can barely feel it through my mouse pad, but it's there. Um, the other lights is I do like the RGB lights. I have it connected to my phone, and I can do all sorts of things with that. The mouse works very nicely. Uh, I like that it has the headphone holder. I don't like the type of headphone holder because it will eventually wear a groove in my headphones pad, but that's fine. Uh, I do actually kind of like the shape of it. Like that does kind of feel nice. Um, I like the height of it. The depth is pretty okay for feet room. It's not the worst in the world. I've dealt with worse. At least now I can actually move my legs and be able to take not have my knees hurting and cramping up. I can actually sit here for a while and be pretty comfortable. Uh, the material it's made out of is pressed wood, but it seems like they did it pretty halfway decent. Um, I think that's about all I really got to say about this desk. So, all in all, I would definitely think say get yourself one. But I am going to leave this video here. Hope y'all did enjoy. If you did and you're on Twitch, make sure to give me a follow. Take and share with all your friends. If you're over there on the YouTubes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of all my future uploads and every time I go live. And this has been your boy Dixie Outlaw, and I'm signing off, y'all.